Look, it's finally going already.
I mean, it was very like Thai style adapted to MMA. But we were just like, my God, like he's looked so much better than we've seen him before. There was something about like he made this decision after that Johnny Walker fight and then started going to Thailand and just kicked his game up several notches. And now, you know, he gets this opportunity for a guy like Khalil to fight a guy who also just got KO'd. Right? Just got KO'd just 2 months ago. So most people would say, hey, this is too soon.
Yeah.
A lot of people would say this is too soon. But I get it. Jamal wants to get back in there. He feels like that was a fuck up and he wants to erase it. He says he's fine. But this is a fucking scary cat, man.
Yeah, because even with the Jamal Hill incident, right? How much shots did he take on the ground?
Took a few hard ones.
Yeah.
Hard
it was
hammer
tough,
fists.
so whatever, but...
It's the left hook that makes his eyes roll back. But Khalil's a monster, man.
Bro, but imagine Hill, bro. Imagine if you're in this situation, right? You're in his shoes. Like how you said, this guy just got knocked out, bro. You go out there, you knock this guy out. Guess what you're doing next fight?
You're fighting for a title.
You're fighting for a title, brother.
Yeah.
You are fighting Alex Pereira for a title. Imagine him and
Khalil and Alex Pereira. Holy
my God.
shit, man.
It'd just be violence, bro.
Oh, crazy violence. And, you know, Khalil's had moments in his career where he was, like, not totally focused. And then he's had moments where he's really focused. And you see it, like, in his endurance in the fight. Like, there's fights that he's lost where it's just, like, he wasn't really there. But then you see him when he's really focused. Like, it's like you got to pay attention to what he's capable of. Like, you could look at a fighter sometimes and you could look at bad fight. Like a good example is Charles Oliveira. If you go and watch Charles Oliveira's, some of his earlier fights, it looks like he kind of like folded.
Yeah, for
sure.
sure.
And then something happened after the birth of his daughter where Charles Oliveira becomes this fucking assassin.
Yeah.
And he's just and he just has no quit in him. He's just an animal.
Yeah.
And it's just like everybody just forgot about that old shit and like, no, he's the fucking man.
Yeah.
And they forgot about the Cub Swanson fight. They forgot about all these other fights. They forgot about the Paul Felder fight. They forgot about those fights. Like, fuck all that fight. What is he capable of
now,
when he's on? And that's, I think, what you got to do with Khalil. That's why this is a dangerous fight. Because Jamal's a bad man, and he's a dangerous dude, and he can knock out anybody, for sure.
Bro, it's going to be...
But so's Khalil.
It's going to be violent, bro. Jamal going to have to watch his kneecaps, bro.
She's going to have to watch his legs, everything. Yeah. And Khalil is also southpaw. So Jamal standing southpaw, you know, he likes to...
look at that.
Bro, that was horrific. I mean, he's just sidekicked the shit out of his knee. Just blew it apart, man. And that's real controversial because a lot of people are like, man, that ends your career. But...
It does.
He's back.
Don't.
He's a fucking animal, man. I mean, he's so skillful and so intelligent in his stand-up. And it's just like, it's super, super high level, man.
Bro, look, he tried to trust kick a guy in his body while he's down.
Yeah, he's done that before. He's body kicked guys while they're down. Just stands up and body kicks them.
In Hawaii, bro, I got into an argument with a ref because one of our fighters like body kicked. Someone was down, and they stopped the fight to give the kid a time, and I was like, what are you doing? And he's like, you can't body kick on the ground. I was like, you cannot body kick a down opponent to the head. You can body kick. You can kick him to the body. You just can't kick him to the head.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you can't do that. I was like, what are you watching? I was saying,
you don't know the rules unless they modified the rules.
Nah, bro, the rules doesn't modified, bro.
That's just bad referee.
Yeah, I almost got a fucking point deducted from one of my boys. I was like, bro, I'm so sorry, bro, but like that was supposed to be a TKO.
Yeah.
You TKO'd this kid, bro.
That's ridiculous. That's just bad refereeing. I really think that the only problem with knees to the head on the ground and kicks to the ground is the cage. If there was no cage, no place where you couldn't move and someone could stomp you, all that shit should be on the table. Because these are valid techniques. If you can knee someone to the head in the clinch, if you could scissor knee someone like Pereira did with Michaelitis, if you could do that kind of shit, like why can't you knee a guy to the head on the ground?
And you know what it is, bro? And if you do that, you know how much more of this safe area of people is playing with their hand on the ground, hand up. You know how much more people want to do that. They're gonna go all the way to the ground, or they're gonna fight intelligently. Yeah. And then they're gonna go instead of going down and playing that game, bro. Like,
the having a moment where you're safer because of a rule is never a good thing.
No. It's terrible.
It changes the whole way you compete.
Yeah.
You'll do that. You'll let a guy have your back and you put your hand on the ground because you know his knee's right there. Yeah. And when in reality, you got to get out of that spot. You can't be there. Yeah.
You're dead.
Same thing with being in a turtle.
Yeah.
If you're in a turtle and a guy's like Mark Coleman in Pride can just drop those knees on your head. Remember they let him do that in Pride?
Yeah.
So when guys turtle in the UFC, you cannot knee them in the head.
Yeah.
Which is a perfect time to knee them in the head.
But then even that, because then when they do turtle, right? So say I'm fighting someone and I see someone turtle, it's like half a second of them resting because I'm thinking like, shit, now I got to be smart of where I'm picking this and what I'm doing. You know, like the back of the head rule, 100%, you know, but like if I can soccer kick you because you're doing that, like that, it's so easy to like, boom, boom, see you down there, I kick you right in your head, you know, like, but I don't know, bro.
And if you know that that's one of the options, you won't stay in that position. You'll protect yourself.
The guy's not going to be turtled, you know, guess even like guys are like taking knees down and they're like this on the ground already. It's like, they know what they're doing.
Exactly.
You know what you're doing, bro. That's so and then if I come in and do something wrong, you get a takedown and you're on top now.
Right.
Like, come on,
well,
bro.
Like, that's
just
one
too
of the reasons why
one
people
side.
are so mad at Aljamain when Aljamain won the title from Piotr Jan. Piotr hits him with an illegal knee when he's down. But that knee should be legal.
Yeah,
you shouldn't be able to be on your knees in a fight. Yeah,
I think so.
Are you able to move? So. If they're not stopping the fight, that means you can move.
Even with what you said, you pulling at the elbow, the 12-6 elbow. Yeah. I'm like, brother. I never know why they took it out, right? And then you said, I think so in one of your interviews a long time ago, you said they took it out because they saw a guy break ice with that, doing that, right?
Break bricks on
break
ESPN
bricks or whatever, right?
12 in the morning.
Yeah, guess what? That guy can break a brick with a headbutt. That guy can break a brick with turning the elbow this way.
Yeah.
That guy can break a brick turning the elbow upwards. Yeah. And guess what? We can still throw that thing.
It's
so why are you taking that away from on the ground?
Big John McCarthy told me that. It was just the people at the athletic commissions back in the time. Well, you know, Big John had this unenviable role where he had to go to these places and explain to them that there's rules involved in MMA. And then you get morons like, what about this? I saw someone do that and break a brick. You can't do that. Okay. No 12-6 elbows.
That's crazy.
Okay.
That's crazy.
It was a dumbass rule. And that the only loss on John Jones' record is
a 12-6 elbow.
Yeah.
And then even that, like even when I'm on my back, the 12-6 follow you, right? So I can't go like this, like from my back.
Crazy.
But then they're like, yeah, but you can't go like this. But if you go like this, I'm like, that's the same exact. This is the same exact thing
as
this.
Stupid.
I just at the end I'm twisting it, you know. Like,
it's so
come
stupid.
on, bro.
Also, it's like, especially this elbow. I don't feel like this elbow is as hard as this elbow.
No way, bro. This is not like I cannot.